Well, back to another episode of F1 2017 Prix. Today we're going to be doing round number 2 of China. I'm hoping to get a lot of career mode episodes done this weekend. We're just going to go through the practice programs now. This is the time track optimization test, excuse me, and I had problems hitting the first corner. Continue to piss off, continue to get, and then they turned to the rain in later on in practice one. So I thought, why not be going to a tyre wear test? But unfortunately, we had poor tyre wear. So I gave up target time and went into the qualifying pace, which we improved on the time, but we didn't manage to
classification at the end of the session then. Here are your top three: Vettel, Raikkonen and Lewis Hamilton. That concludes an interesting practice session. Let's hope for more excitement as the weekend unfolds.
Nobody asked for your opinion on this. At the end of the first session we are 18. Let's take a quick look at the R&D. For those of you who missed the previous episode, I recommend you subscribe, go and check that out, and also subscribe to the channel to see more career mode episodes this weekend and in the future. We're on a very long road here. We have got the ignition system that's going to be coming next week. When I say a week, it means it's going to be coming at the Bahrain Grand Prix. And we also upgraded the aerodynamics. The power units, well, we've only used one. Now, last time out we qualified 20th. If we qualify 20th again, I'm going to take a 5th power unit out. Possibly a 5th gearbox, but we'll have to see. Because there's no point, because they give you penalties, but there's no point. Because we're uncompetitive at this stage, and perhaps because the AI are so OP, we might have to lower the AI difficulty for Bahrain. Just turn it down a notch because they're so OP. And obviously this is the career mode points coming out of third practice. It is now time for qualifying for the Bahrain Chinese Grand Prix.
For this F1 qualifying session here in Shanghai, China. And as we wait, poised for the start of what will hopefully be a thrilling qualifying, why don't you tell us, Anthony Davidson, about the things you can do to really get the most out of a car in a session like this?
Well, you're largely limited by the Parc Fermé regulations, of course. Back in the old days, pre-2004, you'd work on both a qualifying setup and a race setup over practice, and then swap them over after qualifying. So the race car was quite different at times to the qualifying car. Nowadays, though, you have to find a compromise that works for both. There are a few things that you can still adjust during the session, such as the differential, the brake bias, and the front wing angle, but that's about it. So it's more about optimizing what you do have and adapting your own style to suit the track conditions.
So to qualifying, about 3 minutes left to go. Sorry, it's about 10 seconds left to go. We're only 17. We've got a new set of tyres, made up 4 tenths. Use a bit less timing to go a little bit more, but block time the exit, and 4.5 tenths. Like that, 6 tenths. The time is going up 7 tenths out.
Okay, that's pretty disappointing, but we can turn it around tomorrow.
Goodness sake! Again, you crossed the line. I was in 16th.
Grid is all set then for the race tomorrow.
And it drops me to 20th because they improved.
The
next race, Bahrain, we're going to have to manage this. We're going to have to manage this and make sure that we time it so that we go across the line at the last second. But you can see the team approval ratings have just dropped completely for some of the teams. Renault, Force India. So those guys are not really liking us at the moment. But as a result of 20th, we might as well just have a new power unit. Fortunately though, One thing I forgot to do at this point, because it's in a different menu, I forgot to go and take out the second gearbox. We're going to use it as the same power unit, because I want to apply, and we're going to use a brand new power unit in Bahrain. Bahrain is a much better track for me, personally. Although I've seen that some people are struggling against this year's AI because they're a bit more OP around there this year. We finished 20th there. I should have then gone tab gearbox, but I was checking out how much usage there was. I think we're okay anyway to use them anyway. If should the any upgrades
Qualified
fail.
lower than we expected. See if you can make up some places off the start.
Okay, well, time for the race now. Unfortunately, can't show you any copyrighted graphics, otherwise this video gets copyrighted striked. So it's really unfortunate. Anyways, we're going to play around with the strategy, see if we can go to the super softs. But China in the past has got a little bit tight tyre wear, so we could have done that, but we've actually just gone too soft to soft. But we thought about changing it up. We're just losing some time, and the soft to medium was the best strategy for us in the end, so I decided to revert that strategy rather than just going all the way on the mediums. What I think I forgot to do is just lower the fuel levels, so I need to work on those race strategy programs in practice, but now we're got formation up. Away on the formation now. Unfortunately, I'm behind the two Sainz as well. I don't know if they can restrict engine development on those two cars, because obviously they won't be upgrading their cars to their engines at all this year. So come around to line up on the formation lap. One thing to notice is there's no lap screen between the end of the formation lap and the start of the race. It's 45 red lights. 5 red lights are out. Go, go, go. It's a signal to everyone. 2 Sailors ahead are open. Sometimes we'll pull to the left hand side, see if we go around the outside here. But let's try to switch to the inside to go overtake their line. And unfortunately, make them stick around the inside. We do get better traction coming out into turn 4. Go down, do the dive as we did in the previous race, and not get even Hulkenberg there. It was around the lap, so that was 40. I'll Stroll is a bit of contact there. His side mod. Back in the previous F1 games that have been going on their sounds. The side mentioned that is gone. Moving to lap 3 now, but Hulkenberg has got one taking a long time. And we're going to try and catch him on time. Now, we should be able to do it down the back. I said we should be able to do it down the back straight, but unfortunately, that wasn't possible. Moved to lap 4, and the Haas car of Kevin Magnussen sadly got pulls over and out of the race with some kind of issue. I don't know what it was. I haven't seen any smoke on it yet. Later on in lap 4 now, and Esteban Ocon behind us is getting really he's trying to overtake Stroll. Stroll locks up and they make a bit of contact. Our teammate Carlos Sainz is also behind there behind. To get DRS. We're running fantastic and decent fuel. Surprising, fuel actually went down quite a lot, quite quickly, which is worrying. Because this car is thirsty. We need to work on that. One thing we are going to have to look at later on in the upgrades is making sure we get fuel few laps later, Ocon got DRS. He's on the super softs, and that forces him to get just too late. We go manage to get back on the outside. We're going. Whatever, Ocon does get them. We are going to get DRS down there straight. Get contact, and Ocon goes a bit wide. We're going to get the DRS. We're going to go up the inside. Coming down the end. We're going to retake that. We have to leave the space. Go a bit wide. Now it's Ocon to come back outside. Stroll follows him through. We don't want Stroll to go past us. I think he's going to be on the same strategy. So we block him out. And Stroll, unfortunately, it's a bit of a awkward. Stroll is the 18. So, moving to lap 7, our teammate is also overtaking us, and sorry, our teammate has this is obstacle between our teammate and Stroll. Our teammate is doing well. Ocon is lost by lap 8. Few of the passing heads are in the pits, and Stroll, Massa, and Carlo comes out and hits. Didn't really get much of a grapple, not really bad. Stroll comes towards the outside as somebody comes out. I can't quite see who it was. And that moves us up into 8. Stafford and 2 records. Moving to lap 12. We are going to be making our pit stop at the end of this lap. Interesting to see Stroll. Hulkenberg is in his second stop as well.
Okay, you only have to stop once now. One stop
really
left.
Paris' race after he gets stuck in that train. Yeah, we're making that stop now, Jim. Ocon goes behind the seat. He is.
Go, exit now. We're racing on the exit.
Into this, it's on mediums. 2 point past.
Okay,
There's Stroll.
stay clear of the white line on the
Ghosting
exit.
through it. Is that an unsafe
Dangerous
race?
driving if you cross over into the track.
Let me know down in the comments what you thought about that. Yes, I know, Jack. So, on to the end of let's go down into the gap at the end of the straight. Stroll is on our back outside. Our teammate is coming to the pits now, so we're going to be interested to see whether he comes out in relation to us and Lars Stroll. Moving on to lap 14 now, and there is Sainz. He has leapfrogged us in the pits, so we need to make sure that we get past him now in this early phase of the lap, otherwise he will disappear. Sure, he is pretty fast. He locks up into turn 2, and that means that older tyres will be looking to go down the inside here. Unfortunately, though, we did get that, and this is where we sealed it. Unfortunately, I couldn't show you down the inside because of the board. There was the brake. That's warning experience. And behind us, this is on board with Stroll on later on, saying that back 14, and he gets the DRS and goes down the inside. Sainz doesn't give up, and Stroll goes down the inside into the hairpin and accelerates the way into P15. But as you can see on the screen, Max Verstappen is out of the race. Seems like his lap from real life actually transferred over to the game. Lap 19 now, and Stroll goes past us, and then we have a bit of contact with Stroll. We have back around the outside, and I have a bit of contact with our teammate. So can we hold our teammate get better acceleration? They are just traction, acceleration. That's maybe not better racing, or just something with exactly the same thing I did earlier. That's just a bit. This time we managed to lap 21 now. Stroll has overtaken our team once again, and he gets DRS. And we've hit Stroll as we were coming back on sort of semi off the racing line. Let me know down in the comments who you thought was wrong. I'm going to have to take to get a replay. So he has to give way, then sort of thing. 50-50. Then our teammate Carlos just slams into him. That's Carlos' arse. Teammate had to make a pit stop on that, but Van Dorn is down next. He's catching us in a McLaren Honda. Definitely the AI just too strong. But behind us, this is Lance Stroll. That's the two Saubers now. And he tries to overtake us, but there's no door. He is back on lap 25. But there are blue flags out because the race leader, who, surprise, wants to Kimi right. Stroll wants to continue around the left side of 26, and this time I can respond to him. Got blue flags behind us. Right was approaching. So that's position lost.
Blue flag.
Hopefully. Now, sorry, Van Dorn has not given over. So now we give over to right. Start here on lap 26 to let Vettel and Bottas go through. They are having a big battle in second place. It looks like the Ferrari is better than the Mercedes. Looks like they've done some early upgrading to get that extra inch over the Mercedes. We're going to have DRS, which is going to help us to get away from that. No one's getting us out. We're going to go down the inside here of both, and we unfortunately misjudged our braking. Tonight, go to Vettel and Bottas. That helps Bottas go to P2. She's going to harm our approval rate with Ferrari. A bit of a big approval rate. Show the improvement. This is the last lap, of course, which we mean laps. Lewis Hamilton is there. We're going to
There's only one lap of you
We're going to
remaining.
let the cars. Bernard comes out of absolutely nowhere. And Van Dorn. And the outside, big hold on to P14. Can yes, well, Bernard gets on the exit.
Take care of the car on the way in.
That's
Ferrari,
14.
it hardly looked in doubt. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hound on the wheel, of course.
And now it's time to wind down and celebrate after that fantastic Grand Prix. Here they come, your top three, out onto the podium. And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. Kimi Raikkonen takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship.
Well, there we go. Raikkonen has won, surprise, surprise. He's literally winning everybody races now. So, and Ocon managed to get 9th as well, so, and driver of the day as well for him. Carlos, well, could have been a lot worse, but we beat him, so that should improve our approval rate. Let's take a look at the drivers' standings. We dropped down to 12. Perez managed to score a point, so we need to start scoring a few points because we are in the back end of the midfield with Haas and Williams if they drop down. And yeah, let's get the resource points. So I need to focus on those and get the best out qualifying as well. We are losing the rivalry to Carlos 810, but we do get the approval rating up, so that is good. So we lose a bit of approval, gain a bit for Ferrari. Nothing, that thing has not budged for Red Bull at all. So the target for now is to keep Ferrari interested as well as Red Bull. Hopefully we can get to Red Bull and prove that Red Bull do pay attention to Toro Rosso drivers. If not, then we know what's going to happen to Carlos Sainz at the end of this season. There he is, our teammate sitting there talking to one of the, probably talking to his engineer actually. I don't know if he's called Chaff or not. Obviously you can zoom in as well. Yeah, let's take a look at R&D. Because obviously we've got two things to look forward to at Bahrain. We've got ignition system, and we have so actually you might look to updates at a later stage. Durability as well we want to get done, especially the MG UK, which is now up to past 50%, so we'll be replacing that part for the next race. And the Edge man, we got more coming for the next race in Bahrain. But everyone, that is it. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to see more F1 2017 career mode videos in the Toro Rosso as and when they are recorded. I mean, there should be a few more this weekend. But until the next episode, I'll see you next time. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.